How are you getting on, folks? Um, Look at we're still in that rut. I just can't seem to get, I suppose, shaking it now at this stage. Look at hopefully now over the next few days. I've been looking up the Tipperary card coming up. Obviously, for the people that have been following the page for a certain length of time, you know the Tipperary racecourse itself. It does bring about plenty of winners for me over the past. Um, So look at that's one good thing coming up. We're going to stick with Tramore though. Tramore hasn't really been the best for me over the past few days, but look at it looks to be a fairly nice card. Look at we're gonna give it a go. We're going to chance our arm, and with the help of God, we might manage to pick out more than one winner or more than two winners anyway. Um, so yeah, kicking things off, we're going to go into 2:30. We're going to go with Santana Plessis, currently trading around 7-4. Look at it, it's really hard to look past the first two. The two of them, they're the standout horses of the race. Maybe if you're going to add a third one into the mix, you might add Spirit Saoirse. I think I seen it there is in around 10-1. But really and truly, she shouldn't be anywhere near these. Santana Plessis obviously had 3 seconds, just met better horses in Kilbeggan. Now, this is what I suppose is taking me towards Santana Plessis more so than the odds on favour for Willie Mullins. It's raced 3 times around Kilbeggan since the restart, finishing second on all occasions. The one thing about Kilbeggan and Tramore is the two of them are fairly similar tracks. Dicer Diamond hasn't really raced on a track much like, say, Tramore or Kilbeggan. It's raced around Limerick, Punchestown, if I'm not mistaken, Fairyhouse as well. But like in terms of a real trappy sort of up and down, like a roller coaster track, hasn't really got that experience. Santana Plessis obviously has run 3 times, just unlucky second on all the 3. As you know, I napped up Thousand Tears on its last run and it absolutely hosed up. But yeah, look at I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to take the chance on Santana Plessis at 7-4. If it runs like its first race in Kilbeggan this year against Arturian Fame from Joseph O'Brien's yard, like really and truly, that should be enough to see this out here today. The win Dicer Diamond got wasn't really the best of bumpers, to be quite honest with you. I really don't see why it's odds on against this horse here today. Possibly because it's going into a maiden company after winning the race. I don't know, but look at it's definitely between the top two. I can't see it. I can't see it being any other way than the top two. So if you're looking for a value price, Santana Plessis is definitely better value for 7-4 compared to an odds-on favourite. Now, 305, we're taking a bit of a chance here now. We're going with Mig Des Talon, currently trading around 8-1. We missed the starting price at 12s, but it's still great value there at 8s. It's a nice little each way bet, this one. It's a poor race. There's no trying to, I suppose, beat around the bush with this one. It's a very, very poor race. In terms of quality, in terms of potential, there's nothing really there that's screaming, I suppose, superstars. This one really does, I suppose, take a bit of an interest though. It was third around there, I think 2 or 3 starts ago. It's run fairly credibly in a couple of its races. This trainer, Trevor Eugene, or not Trevor, this trainer Eugene Turley, he's coming down from all the way down to Tramore with one horse. I have a funny feeling he's not coming down for a 99 cone and a walk on the beach. I feel like this horse might be, I suppose, ready to go and might have a very good chance in an ordinary an ordinary enough race. I think 8-1. Look at it's really a no bet race, really, at the end of the day. But if you're going to pick out one horse that might be of any interest, this one certainly does, I suppose, catch the eye. Now, moving on to the 340. We're going with another each way one here. We're going with Game Socks at 9-1. Look, it's a hard one to know. Yabaya has been, I suppose, a regular bet of mine over the past year. I was there when I just, I suppose, got caught around Kilbeggan the last time. That ran a very good race, ran some very good races in Down Ryle and Down Patrick, or whichever one of the two. I keep getting mixed up between the two of them for some reason, but yeah, look at it's hard to know. Is Yabaya worth 5-4? I really don't think so. I've backed him at any sort of price at all, and yeah, he just seems to be a frustrating horse to follow. Now, saying that, he does deserve his time in the limelight at some stage, but I really don't think he's going to get there today. My choice, Game Socks, it was very good 4 to 100-1 around Tramore last time out in a bumper against a winner next time out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Goodbye Sunday. He won earlier on in the week. Look at he's a potential improver. He's a potential improver in a fairly weak enough contest. Against a short odds on, or not an odds on favourite, but fairly short odds of a horse that's been frustrating to follow. And it definitely does deserve to be in the limelight sometime in his career, but I think it's definitely, I suppose, vulnerable to a potential improver. Currently around 9-1 is definitely worth an each way. He's at an each way price. If you're lucky enough to back in a place at a quarter to the odds, you're going to get paid out 2-1, 2.5-1 even. So look at it's a tough one to call. Look at I'd be hoping he might win, but just to be safe, he's definitely worth an each way. Now, 4:15. This is going to be the next best pick of the day. We're going with Josephina for Tony Mullins. Currently trading around 2-1. It's had 2 runs to shake off a few cobwebs over the lockdown. Really and truly, that should be enough to see this horse winning here today. It's in a fairly, I suppose, standard enough race. It's not the best quality in the world. Really and truly, at the end of the day, if it brings any sort of improvement at all, it's definitely worth a shout. It's a course winner, it's a distance winner, and yeah, it's ticking all the right boxes for this particular race. I think it's definitely worth a shout at 2-1. You could be picking worse horses at bigger prices, but at the end of the day, we want to try and get winners, and I definitely think Josephina will be a winner now tomorrow. Now, 4:45, we're going from next best to nap of the day. We're going with Rapid Response at 11-10. Again, very, very hard to see this horse being bet. It was 10 lengths or 13 lengths down against Western Victory in Roscommon. Look, that's a fairly decent enough standard. Western Victory was a class above that day, and Rapid Response put in a very, very solid effort. It was thereabouts all the way going along. It was well able to keep up, but just talent, I suppose, prevailed in that race, and Western Victory pulled a bit clear. But yeah, look, if it produces even half the standard of race it did that day, it should really be very hard to beat. Is it worth 11-10? Look, I think he's overpriced. I think he should be odds on. When you look at that form coming into it, but look, it's hard to know. Time will tell, but look, I can't see this horse being bet. I just love him. I just think he's the bee's knees really at the end of the day, and yeah, look at this. It's going to be very hard to see him bet. Moving on then to the 5:15. Cuspa Carabelli 6-1. I call this lad the ghost horse. I think there's a bit of magic going on about this lad. Third in the Galway Blazers. He came from nowhere. He came from absolutely nowhere to stay on. And really, truly, if he produces that again, he should come from nowhere and just pip up on the line out of nowhere again. Obviously, a course and distance winner is a very, very big plus. Third in the Galway Blazers, like I said, so race fitness is definitely there. And yeah, he's very much overpriced at 6 to 1. It looks to be a fairly winnable race for him. Like there's no other horse in here that's, I suppose, putting up that Galway standard. And definitely the Blazers is one of the best races now in Galway at this stage now. This like it's definitely a race that I suppose, apart from the Galway Plate and the Galway Hurdle, that trainers would love to win. But yeah, look, it's hard to know. It's hard seeing this horse being bet, and I definitely think he's worth a far shorter price than 6 to 1. Now, last race of the day, 5:45. We're going with Willie Mullins here in the bumper as usual. Green Ane Lady, 11 to 8. Look at it's bred well. It's from a champion trainer's yard. The trainer excels in these sorts of races. Patrick Mullins is in serious form. Willie Mullins is in serious form. That alone should be enough to see this over the line here today. As a Shantou, the Shantou are known to be, I suppose, top, I suppose, national hunt horses. Really and truly, at the end of the day, if you're lucky enough to have a Shantou in the yard, you're doing fairly well for yourself. Look at I can't see this horse being bet. The one at Kylie's, yeah, look at, he was third last time out around Tramore, but that Dicer Diamond, like I said, it's very hard to know really at the end of the day. I really can't see this horse being bet at 11 to 8. He's going to be short. He's going to be odds on, but like I said, we're trying to build up winners and build up confidence again. And I think this one here could be a very good shout to get off the mark on his debut. So look, that's it. That's all I have for you tomorrow. Like I said, Tipperary is coming up, so I'll be back again tomorrow night. Yeah, look at Tipperary and me seem to go hand in hand. We have done now for the last couple of times anyway. Normally enough, we normally either break even or come out with a profit. So hopefully I haven't put the mockers on it like I have done before. But yeah, it looks a fairly nice card. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to see you again tomorrow, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks very much.